Okay, there we go. Yeah, sometimes the mic, I guess it's just a cable I'm using. Sometimes this mic I have for microphone doesn't pick up. So I'll be talking and it will like, even when I disconnect it, it won't detect. Anyway, what's up, Riku? Like I said, I'm just going to do, not so long for stream tonight, but to keep some of the, you know, the energy and going and all that good stuff, I was going to do a little, some Digi stuff. Um, you know, so I honestly would play this game more. Also, forgive me if I have background noise. I don't have to mute it every now and again. I got a 3D print going. It's almost finished. I'm trying to finish my Monster Hunter armor. It's just been a very slow grind. Thankfully, I won't really need this outfit till like next year. But I'm trying to go ahead and get it done. I've been sitting on it for like a year now. And so I'm like taking as much free time as I can. Only bad thing is the 3D printer sits in the same room as the game room because I didn't really have anywhere to put it. And I didn't want to do it outside because I'm scared cats would get on the printer, and you don't want to leave a 3D printer outside. I'm pretty sure somebody would steal it. But like I was saying though, I honestly would play more Digimon. It's just one of those games like, it's kind of like Persona. It's very hard to stream games like this. I guess you just, I mean, technically JRPGs kinda. It's really hard for me to stream RPGs because they're so grindy. And it's kind of like, for the audience, to me, that's boring. Because most people who stream RPGs, they just rush through it. And I don't like doing that. You'll see people try to rush through these games like a week or something. It's like, oh yeah, we got to the final boss, and man, it was so hard. Well, yeah, because you rushed through it. You went to fight a level 50 boss, it's a level 36 character. Just a poor example I'm just using, tossing out. Me, I like to actually level up as much as I can and then fight the boss. Only bad thing is with this game, they actually scale the bosses with you. So you literally cannot go in and one-shot many bosses in this game that I've seen. I've fought in like 3 bosses so far. And each one, I'm like, okay, I must have leveled up a pretty good bit now. I can handle this boss. No, most boss fights in this game take me at least 15 minutes. They are torturous. You know, probably not 15 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, but they are actually very hard bosses compared to the first Digimon game. Like, I mean, the first one was kind of hard when you were fighting those, I forget the exact name for them, the tentacle bosses in the first few levels. Oh no, these bosses are actually like brutal. They will destroy your Digimon, you know. But I love the game though. And it's a very fun game. Like I said, I'm just like, it's just one of those games you can't really fly through. Oh god, they brought the card game back in this one too.
Egg Thief. It's kind of your
I was
fault
not
things
expecting the
turned out
boss fight
way.
this late at night. Honestly was not. I was just hoping to do a little grinding, and it's my fault. I shouldn't have done story stuff. It's my fault.
So take some responsibility and help us out. And you better believe what I'm saying, or your world is in big trouble too, Egg Thief.
Preparations complete.
Well, I swear to God, this ain't gonna end well tonight. I just hit that boss and did like maybe 1% damage. Holy sh! It's not gonna be good tonight. Oh Lord, help me.
Greymon, huh? I know their weak point. And now, take this! My turn! Strike roll! I'll make an opening for you. I'll set him up and you knock him down. I'm sensing a buildup of power. Watch out for a counterattack. Another attack now? But I guess that's all just part of how they use their abilities. It's time! 20 dive! Jimmy darts! My turn! Strike roll! The head turns this way? I don't like the look of this. Focus your attacks on their head and knock them off balance. Huh? 20 dive!
You rock! I'm counting on you!
Toria! Knuckle beater!
I'm counting on you!
My turn! Strike roll!
No!
Hey! Huh? 20 dive! Huh? Huh? Strike roll! It's time! 20 dive! There's always an opening right before a big move. A hard hit where their power's focused should disrupt the attack. Here it comes! Knuckle beater!
please.
It's time! 20 dive! Here it comes! Knuckle beater! My turn! Strike roll! It's time! 20 dive! Here it comes! Knuckle beater! My turn! Strike roll! Here comes a big one! Put up your guard and defend yourself. Otherwise, they'll take you out in a single attack! Got it! You betcha! Sure thing! You bet! Huh? 20 dive!
No!
Thanks.
Are you okay?
Here it comes! Knuckle beater! My turn! Strike roll! We did it! Good. Now's our chance. Run! Lead the way! No clue where that is, but fine by me. Go on, I'm right behind you.
That human in the weird outfit quickly got along with the phase electron life form. Who or what is that?
That thing. Is that what I'm like too? Hey, Agent! Look at this!
Huh? You're the one we just saw on TV. What in the world is going on here?
Finally, a moment's peace. Thanks for this.
I'm glad you like it. Now, I've got a few questions to ask. Well, more like too many questions. Agent, can I count on you to help me make sense out of all this?
Sure. Let's sort out our situation first. Ask me anything you want, Egg Thief. I know, but the nickname stuck. What do you want me to say? Still, how'd a human like you end up at the temple anyway? But I guess that's a question for another time. More importantly, right now, I could really use your help. So, any other questions? I'm all ears, Egg Thief. I'm Minervamon, and I came to this world on a certain mission. But things have taken quite a turn since then. That was one of the Titans that are wreaking havoc in our world. It seems they've been popping up in this world too. I come from Iliad, a digital world that's kind of a parallel universe to the material world you live in. You came to our temple once, remember? Well, that temple exists in a world completely separate from this one. I see. In that case, it's your turn to hear me out. Will you help me fulfill my mission? Good. Thanks. Appreciate it. Anyway, we've got to decide where to start.
This is all a lot for us to take in. It's already getting late. Why don't we call it a night and figure out our next steps tomorrow?
All right. I'll go look for a place to sleep tonight.
Well, why don't you stay here? The way you look, you're bound to call attention to yourself out there. Who knows what kind of trouble would happen if you run into the police. Besides, I'm sure Agiomon would love the chance to talk to you.
Me?
I admit, I'm a bit curious about him myself. Why is a Digimon living with humans anyway?
I bet you have lots of questions too, right, Agiomon?
Yeah.
Don't worry about my dad. He already gave the okay. So let's turn in for the night. We'll have plenty to discuss in the morning.
You know, I'm just gonna say,
Much
you know, as a
appreciated.
kid, it probably would destroy most kids' minds if they saw like human Digimon like back in the 90s. Technically, Digimon came out in the 2000s. Actually, I think. I'm trying to think. I want to say the first Digimon series for America at least came out in the 2000s. I think Pokemon was already around, and then I think Digimon dropped in the 2000s. Anyway, the point was, you know, like how kids would act if they saw human Digimon back then, because like people assume who aren't like, you know, I see on Twitter and stuff people saying like, "What? Who's this human-looking Digimon?" It's like, you do know most of these Digimon have existed since like the early 2000s. We just didn't see many of them in America, because most people you talk about are just like surface level fans, as I call them, who just know the first season kids pretty much, and like maybe season 2. So they know Davis and Vmon and Agumon and, you know, Gabumon, those kind of Digimon. Then when you start talking out Nervamon and the 7 deadly, or the 7 demon lords and the, you know, all those Digimon, they were kind of like, who the heck are these people? Like, they, you know, the demon lords and those guys have been around for a while. You know, the Royal Knights, even though I didn't think we got the full Royal Knights until later in the 2000s. I want to say the only Royal Knights we saw early on, and even then you didn't really know who they were, was Omnimon in the movie. And then I think EX Vmon, not EX Vmon, EX Vmon was the champion's form. The gold armor Vmon, I want to say he's a Royal Knight too. Like, my Royal Knight memory is kind of foggy. Hang on, let me see. Let's see if I can do this real quick. I think he's a Digi. I think he's a. I type Royal Knights and the first thing is Digimon, thankfully. Yeah, he's a Royal Knight. It was what's his name? Magnamon from the second season. Yeah, Magnamon is he's a Royal Knight. So yeah. I still feel bad. I made my dad watch the Digimon movie because it is a terrible movie, honestly. I know a lot of fans have fond memories of it, but the first Digimon movie is actually god awful when you realize what they did to it. God, it's such a bad movie, but it does have a lot of good music. I will say that. Like, if you're a kid born in the early 90s and 2000s, like, the Digimon movie has a good soundtrack, like, if you want to have nostalgia kicks in the back of your head. But besides that, the movie's terrible. The plot's just all over the place because, like, they butchered it because they're three movies that have nothing to do with each other. But they tried to stick together like the best they could. It's just terrible. And like I said, but like Digimon is one of those games where you just gotta kind of grind all this stuff out. I'm trying to see. I think I need this one. What is this percentage? 2000? Is it 200? I'm trying to say a percentage. I think it's 200. Who do I have? I've been trying to grind all these Digimon and get ones I don't have. You already got her. Yeah, so we can go ahead and get this. I will say that
Much appreciated.
that Digimon, like, they did a lot better with this game when it came to like
Everyone.
voice acting and attacks. I kind of wish, and it's not a big deal. I know a lot of fans raised like Kane and stuff about it, but honestly, if you sit down and admit it, it's not too big of a deal that Pokemon doesn't have voice acting. I wish it did, but it's one of those series where it's kind of like Legend of Zelda. There are a lot of fans out there who don't like voice acting for their like series like that. Which is fine, you know, but like I said, there are a lot of fans that didn't like Zelda, the Breath of the Wild, because they gave Zelda a voice and stuff like that. Like, oh God, what are they doing? Giving like the characters voice acting and things. And honestly, I love Breath of the Wild Zelda. She has a very gorgeous, her design is gorgeous. And her voice isn't actually bad. I love her little, I want to say like kind of like her accent. I want to say it's like kind of like an English twang to it, maybe, you know, but it's good. We'll have to see if they give Samus a voice in the new Metroid game, honestly. I doubt they will. It was kind of like when they gave Mario a voice in the movie, which wasn't terrible. I mean, it was fine. It was fine. At least it wasn't The Rock or something like that. Dwayne Johnson, because he sounds the same and looks the same in all of his movies. I will say, hang on. That is one thing I hate about some movies, you know, which is fine, because you're supposed to separate what you see in the film from real life and stuff like that, I guess. But I really hate films where the actors look the same in every film, because to me, you know, it's just, oh boy, let me go. Hang on. My 3D printer just messed up, like big time. Let me see if I can fix it. Oh boy, hang on. Not sure what happened right there. It bumped into something. That's only bad thing about some 3D printers. Like, you gotta be careful. Like, certain ways you'll have the print set up. I'm not really sure what it did. It bumped into something, I guess, and it went crazy. One that I can think of is, I'm trying to think. Yeah, I can kind of see what went wrong, maybe. I may just have to do this one piece at a time. I hate to. I want to kind of show you guys on screen what I'm trying to do, actually. Hang on, let me see. Yeah, so it went ballistic somewhere in here, but I'm trying to print this right here. Let me do previews so you guys can see what I'm working with. So it's like, I want to say it's about right here in the print, and it just messed up. Hang on, let me do this. Yeah, it's like right here, and it just messed up. Only thing I can think of is because the way this is angled, it's trying to print that right there, and it just bumped or something a second ago, and I heard a noise. I was like, what the heck is that? And I turned around, and the print head shot up in the air because it has a leveling sensor, and I guess when it hit, it caused it to jump because it thought it was too close to the ground, I'm guessing. But usually I don't like printing things like this when they're like this many separate pieces with this many angles. Honestly, as much as I hate to, I'm trying to think. I may just have to print these separate. I think it's probably gonna be the best thing to do for this is to print these two separate and then print this by itself. Cause I think it's jumping back and forth. Normally a printer could do it, but I've been having so many issues lately with it. It's probably better just to print these separate instead of trying to print it all at once. Normally you can print a big print like this, but like I said, I think these being by themselves cause an issue. So I'll have to change that. Plus, also I'm using, the supports are doing good. Looking behind me, the supports came out good. It's just whatever the heck happened right here in this step messed it up. Again, I think because of the way this is angled, this bump, I think it bumped right there. When we're like trying to go back and forth and jump between these two things, I think it hit and freaked it out. I just did a extrude test and it's working good. It's still extruding, so I literally think it's just that. So I kind of want to. It's done so much of this one. I may just go with it and fill it in myself. Maybe I may can do that. But it's done so much. I usually toss a print away, but it's done so much of this one. It's like, honestly, it's almost like this right here. Like it's like that. It's like that much left of this one. It looks like I can probably fill this in myself and do it, and just find some like wood filler and fill this in, and just sand it and stuff and paint it, and just go with it. You know, for my first big 3D print, I may not get it perfect, but I think that may just be what I have to do. Because honestly, 3D printing is expensive, and I hate to keep going back and forth with this. I may just do that honestly, and I'll do these two separate. That's wasted filament right there. But it's probably better just to bite my losses, take this off, and just do these two separate. I think probably the best thing to do. Because I think it's just gonna mess up trying to jump back and forth like that right now. So anyway, trying to think. I don't know if the game's gonna let me grind any. I kind of like to avoid story stuff. If it can let me grind for a second. Nope. Yeah, it's making me do story stuff. It's one of those things if you don't do story stuff.
So
it
you
gets
really
someone to
don't know
sometimes.
anything about the digital world?
Nope. The first thing I remember is when Inori saved me. Everything before that, well...
Talk about unusual. In fact, this is the first I've ever heard of such a thing. Digimon are all born and raised in the digital world. At least as far as I know.
Oh, good morning, Agent. Minervamon's been telling me about all kinds of neat stuff. Like the digital world, and that it's where Digimon usually live. But I wonder, though, how come I didn't know about any of this stuff?
Digimon. If you really want to know, why not join me when I go back to my world?
Join you?
No need to be so on guard. Consider it a little vacation. But of course, I can't go back there until I find what I'm looking for here.
Got it. I'm in then. I'll do whatever I can to help. Hey, Agent, about that thing Minervamon is looking for. Why don't we ask that lady about it?
You mean that Dr. Simmons character? Or don't you think she was a little, you know, nutty?
Maybe, but she's super curious about Digimon. That's why I figure she'd be willing to help us out. Think we can find her if we go look for that car in the park again? Come on, let's head over there. Yeah, Dr. Simmons might help us out. Agent, Minervamon, let's go!
Okay, so I'm trying to run a self-diagnostic on the printer. Hopefully it works. It's a sensor issue. Like I said, I think it hit the... Oh, who was that? That's a dude Digimon just running around acting all crazy. I'm trying to find an area where we go to the alleyway to level up. I think it's down here. I think this is it. Then I just gotta find the sewer somewhere around here.
Great.
I always forget where the sewer's at. I think it's right here, maybe. Yeah. And there's usually a Digimon that's one of the sewer Digimon. He usually pops up right here. Don't see him right now. Make sure up later.
Do it.
we're not fighting a boss right now, so I need to actually switch on.
Strike roll!
Hang on. Change. I think I need one of each type, honestly, on down here.
Please.
Well, no, actually, I did that wrong. I need Agumon, I think. Just guard. I messed up.
Got it!
And then this guy, change him with Shoutmon? Yes. Wait. Yes. Yes. I think.
Please.
Eat this! That's what I'm talking about!
I will say that's the only thing I don't care about with this game is the fact that everything else about this game is great. Literally the only thing is the fact you can't just digivolve right away, the champion and stuff like that. Like it's story based. I mean, once you get to that point in the game, you can. Renku says, I still haven't started it. Okay, well, good. Well, this is a spoiler stuff, technically too much right here. But that's the only thing I hate about it, though. And it's not really hate, it's just kind of annoying. Like, you cannot go straight to champion right now. Like, it's literally story-based. Like, they gotta tell you, okay, you've reached a new stage in your investigation. Now you can, you know, digivolve. We give you authorization to digivolve the champion, basically. Kind of like that. It's kind of like, well, that's kind of annoying. You know, I kind of really just want to go to this game, get my megas, and start killing stuff. You know, but instead it's like, okay, I just gotta wait it out. Which is not too bad. It's just a boss is like brutal, and it makes you feel like maybe if I'm a champion, this wouldn't be so bad. You know. No, I think the game doesn't want you to power through it either, like that.
You got
And
it.
I'm kind of sad they don't have the Go Nunamon EXP trick in this game either. I think this one you just have to actually, you can, the way to get EXP is a little different. What you have to do basically is, like the first game, catch several Digimon, level them up, and then use those extra Digimon as EXP folder to Digivolve faster. I'm definitely gonna miss the Go Nunamon trick though. I mean, you could max out your whole team in like, in maybe like an hour. When I say your whole team, I mean every single Digimon you caught, because you have to go back and switch them out the box, switch them out stuff. You know, man, that's some good times. The one thing about this game I still love, though, is the soundtrack. Digimon games have always had a god tier soundtrack.
Do it.
But like I said, this is usually how I spend my time playing this game now. Is literally in the sewers grinding, you know, weak Digimon and stuff like that. So it's not just the most entertaining thing to do for people, you know. You know, I try to play it in my downtime, but that's usually far in between. So it's like, okay, I want to play my downtime.
You got it.
Or do you want to stream?
Ready to launch.
You know, so you stream, but then when you stream, it's this right here, you know. And that said, I still have several games I want to play, you know. I want to try Bioshock one day, not right now though. That's a commitment right there. I've never actually beaten Bioshock. I don't know if you're
That's what I'm talking about!
honestly, the printer may need some oil on it too. I don't think I've oiled that thing in a while. It jerks kind of heavy, or it jerks kind of hard a little bit.
You got it. Preparations complete.
I'm just gonna clear this dungeon out, and then I'll probably like That's what I'm going to do tonight, because it's going to take a while to level up. Like, leveling up in this game is, like, terrible. It takes forever. Like, you see that right there? It takes forever to level up. And that's why I said the way you do it, you have to go in here, get your Digimon, let's see. Like, all these extra copies that aren't, like this guy right here. I already caught one of him. So the other 1, 2, 3 copies of him, I'm going to level those up because they all get EXP when you fight, no matter what. But I'm going to level them up, and then I'm going to use those and convert them into EXP for these other Digimon, basically. And that's how you have to do it. You have to kind of like get extra copies, max them out, and then put them into another Digimon to level them up faster. You know, it's a little different than the first game. The first game, you know, you had EXP chips and stuff like that.
Wow.
Like I said, they had the Go Nunamon trick, but
There.
they don't have that in this
Ready
one,
to
so.
launch.
Which is fun. It just means you have to, like I said, grind a whole lot more.
Do it. Ready to launch.
And I will also say I'm still enjoying Sonic
Preparations
Rumble.
complete.
The only thing is, I guess because I have a creator account, I get targeted a lot in that game. It doesn't help that there are some creators online telling their fans to target creators. Like, we want to make it hard for you guys. Like, no, make it hard for yourself. I don't want to have a hard race, you know. You know, it was a very fun game though. I'm trying to get my sister. I gotta remind her to download it. Like I said, it's a very fun game, but like I said, you get targeted a lot.
Ready to go.
Oh shoot! I know what I meant to play tonight. God dang it! I forgot all about it. Shoot, and I wanted to too. Shoot! I think we can do it tomorrow. Literally forgot the Kirby game came out today for the Switch demo. Crap! I literally forgot all about that. Actually, Switch hooked up right now. Maybe I can start it. Yes, Rinku, Air Riders. I think it's actually out right now. Hang on. I kind of want to do that right now before I go to bed. Let me just see if it's out right now. I think the demo is tomorrow. Well, let me check, because it is late. Let me check real quick. I'm going to save this. I'm going to check the 8th. Wait. Okay, Rinku says it's the 8th. Is it? Oh, shoot. What time? Hang on. Let's see. No. I think it's out. Shoot. Hang on, Rinku. We're gonna check this out. Okay, I got the Switch actually hooked up right here. Cause I literally hadn't meant to do that. Shoots. Let me see. So let's do that real quick. Hang on. Let me.
Start! 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 Win! Start! Win!
I gotta get used to that. That's a little different. Did we just do this? Loose dash? Oh boy, I can tell this is gonna be a nightmare. Network issues all night. Technically, because it's not open, I guess, but I wonder if the network test is gonna be like this, where it's like crashing all night long, where it's like, oh, you know, network test, you know, or network issues.
Start! Win!
It's very cute. I will give it that. It's a very cute looking game.
Start! 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 Win!
Okay, kind of getting the hang of it. Yeah, I think besides the Legend of Zelda Dynasty Warriors knockoff, you know, this is the only other game I think of besides Metroid I want this year. I don't know why I said it that way, because that's 3 games.
Start! 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 Start!
Okay,
Win!
okay. This is kind of cute. Kind of cute. I like it. You know, cute little game. So, you know, hopefully the network test is open tomorrow. So we can do more of it tomorrow, honestly. Yeah. I want this game and I want Metroid. Surprised Metroid hadn't got a demo. But I see what Nintendo is doing with their marketing strategy to try and let each game have its own time in the sun. You know, instead of like saying here's a demo for this and this, because they want people to kind of buy this first and then Metroid. Plus, I feel like I've seen the rumors that Nintendo let Sakurai make this game because he makes this, since Kirby's his baby, he can, he'll come back and make a new Smash Brothers. Because he said he was done with the last one. He said he did all he could do, but I feel like them letting him do this will convince him to do a Smash Brothers. If they ever do a new Smash Brothers, I want them to have them. I want it to be like a mix between Melee and I think it was it Brawl? They had the Subspace Emissary. Those two games were amazing. Like the way the adventure mode was set up in Melee was so fun. That was Brawl. Thank you, Rinku. Yes, the way, cause I was watching the old video of Melee gameplay, and I really do have like now it could just be nostalgia. It could just be nostalgia eating at me. But I really do miss the adventure mode where you're going to the Mushroom Kingdom and you gotta fight Mario and Peach. Then you go to like Legend of Zelda in the dungeon and you're fighting the Deadhead. I don't think Deadhead was in there, but you're in the dungeon. You gotta fight the the Links and stuff. And then you could go to the F-Zero track and stuff like that. That was really fun. They could really expand upon that. And that's not to say that whatever it was called in the last Smash Brothers, the Destiny of Light or something like that, whatever it was called, nothing was wrong with that mode. That was fine. I just miss having more of a story flow, because the story did not flow in that mode until you got like the checkpoints basically. And then Subspace Emissary was amazing. The story in that, holy crap, the cutscenes and stuff. Seeing Gandalf and Bowser fight Captain Falcon, Meta Knight, Kirby and stuff like that was amazing. And I hope they bring that back. I still hate the reason Sakurai gave for not putting it in future games, where he said people put it online. And nothing against Sakurai, but that was probably the dumbest excuse I've ever heard for not doing a story mode again, because somebody leaked it online. And again, yeah, if you were really close to the game and like you cared for it, it could suck to see it put online and stuff, but that's kind of stupid though. Every game has their cutscenes put online, I think you gotta punish everybody for things like that, so hopefully the next game he will put Subspace Emissary type cutscenes back in the game. This is a very fun mode. I loved it. It was very fun. Trying to think, anything else? That's pretty much it, I think. I think. Yeah. Also, they have popcorn tins at Walmart. I'm going to tell Rinku that. I'll put a picture on Discord. The popcorn tins are at Walmart again. And every year, I hate that they're so small now, but I will not buy one just yet. I'm going to wait till at least Thanksgiving week, and then I will start trying to buy those things. I love popcorn tins. I do miss the old ones though, because I don't really care for the new cheese flavor. I think it's just butter now. It's like butter, normal, and caramel, or is caramel, cheddar, and butter. I think they used to make a cheese flavor that was really good, and they stopped making it. Now it's like just this weird, like it's cheese, but not like the good cheese back in the day. I miss that. And the Christmas, the heart attack in a box things, those Christmas cup cake patty things, what do you call those things? Those are really good too, but they're not good when you eat a lot of them. I like to eat like a few in a little bit. So, but yeah. But otherwise, everything's been pretty good. This week's been pretty good. Hopefully the government opens, well, I can't get into that really, but like we said before, hopefully the government opens back up next week. Everything else is going pretty good. I did talk to, Dot. She's doing good. I told her, I mentioned her in the stream. She got embarrassed earlier, but I talked to her. She's doing decent. And then it kind of went off the rails at the last second. I don't know, but anyway, I will explain that on Discord and stuff like that. But otherwise, it's going good. And I think that's it. Like I said, hopefully I'm going to work on the 3D printer and go to bed. My voice is crackling now because it's like late. So I'm gonna go to bed, play some vaporwave music, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I usually play vaporwave and like music that has like, it's just like sounds. I'm not sure how to explain it. I can put it in Discord. It's just like sounds, but it's very calming sounds. I'm not sure how to explain it though. But yeah, I think this demo is going to have network issues until they open it up fully. But we get to play a little bit of it, so it's pretty cool. But I like it. It's kind of cute. I can see me playing it. Now I couldn't see me playing it competitively unless I'm playing like Rinku and Knight. Then maybe I can probably get into it. But like, I don't see me going online trying to get like, you know, high in the leaderboards and stuff in this game, because I probably have a heart attack if it plays anything like the old GameCube game. So, but anyway, I kind of wanted to do this little short stream because I wanted to stream today. I got behind because they're testing rockets back behind my house. They do that every now and again. They still test rockets engines, and they're very loud. It sounds like lightning and thunder. Because that's why I said I thought it was thunder. So that's why I was like, oh man, it's thundering. It must be like a tornado or something coming through here. And I looked outside and it wasn't raining. And I got worried, like maybe that's that sound they say that a tornado makes before it touches down. No. That wasn't what it was. It was literally a rocket engine being tested, because I live so close to the place I live is close to Arsenal. And it's like you just hear this huge roar that lasts for like about 2 minutes, and then it just stops. And I was like, oh, that's what that was. Aaron, my old roommate, he told me like, yeah, that's what it is. They test those out every now and again. So it's not all the time, but he said they do it like maybe like once a month. So that was my first experience with it, you know. But anyway, it was a pretty, like I said, short stream. If Kirby is up tomorrow, we may try it tomorrow night also, since it should be fully open by then, I think. And I'm gonna go in here and work. I'm actually working on right now videos for Nikkei. I'm trying to get like all the story cutscenes to post on YouTube. Very good game. I'm telling you guys, like, holy crap. Like, they just had the 3rd anniversary story mode. My mouth, for the first time I think in the game in a long time, I was just shocked by how they ended it, like the 3rd anniversary. It did not end on a good note. It was a very, very, very sad ending. I was like, wow. Like, they did not, I mean, it ended so terribly for everybody. All the good characters just got their butts whipped. But anyway, that's it for now. I'm gonna go in here, get some rest, and see if my printer's still working okay. And I will talk to you guys later. So Rinku, I will talk to you later. Night, if you're around. Hopefully we hear from you also. But until then, I will talk to you guys hopefully maybe tomorrow. So my voice is crackling a lot, I know. Okay. See you guys later.